Because if you mute everything, it
I'm
mutes.
muted. Yeah, okay.
Nice.
What's up, everyone? This is a Let's Talk podcast, and this one's obviously a lot more planned than the last one because the last one just was Wraith and I playing customs with Holly, and we just decided to randomly start talking. But yeah, sorry for being muted. I'm going to introduce you to our guests now. They're all going to say something about themselves, starting with Airo.
Yo, what's up? I'm Airo, bro. Everyone knows me.
Yeah.
What's up, guys? Yeah, that's it.
Becks.
No.
I'm Becks, and yeah, I don't know what to say. Yeah.
Daly.
So,
A lot of people might not know who Daly is, so yeah.
He doesn't know who Daly is.
Wow, how you guys not know me? Okay, what's up, guys? I'm Daly. I used to play a lot of like Fortnite in the SA community like a few months back, but I quit, and I've just been chilling ever since. And I guess I'm back, not like to play the game, just in a fucking random podcast.
Bad. Luca. You all know who Luca is. So just say what's up. Just say what's up.
My name's Oma Luca, dude.
How you guys are doing? Welcome.
The big Reapsii.
I'm the big Reapsii. I stream, and I'm the best Fortnite player in South Africa.
Oh,
That's all I gotta
Wait
say.
up.
An SAE owner.
I'm Wraith.
Okay. Okay, so getting into the podcast, a lot of people might know for sure, Luca has recently had COVID, but so has Daly. So I'd like to hear from you, Luca. What has it been like living with COVID? And like, is it like everyone said it has been? Like the media.
I don't know, like, I mean, if you compare a flu and COVID, you're not really getting much different, to be honest with you. I don't know. The only kind of thing is that you can't, like, I mean, morally, you can't go out and stuff like that against the law if you do and stuff like that. And of course, you might give other people COVID. But I mean, it's really not that bad. Like, the first 2 days were quite bad. The second day, I woke up with symptoms. I did feel quite shit. My body was aching, and like, I don't know. I just had a fever, and my head was sore, and everything was bad. But like, it's not nearly as bad as anybody says.
And Daly,
honestly.
your experience?
Literally, I didn't know I had it until I had to go test because when was it? Sunday morning, we were supposed to drive through to Namibia for like a family vacation, and then I had to, like, before you travel to another country, 72 hours before like you arrive at your destination, you have to do a COVID test. And literally, I tested whatever, got my results back, and literally out of my whole family went to go test, and I was the only guy positive. So then we're like, oh shit, okay, it must be like a false positive because I don't have any symptoms or anything. Waited like 3 or 4 days. My family went through to Namibia, booked me a flight to come by, like to fly in afterwards after I test again. And then I tested again, and I tested positive again. And that's when I decided, okay, I can't go on holiday, so I came back here, and literally I have not had any symptoms.
So you're asymptomatic, right? I think
Yeah,
like 30.
I think
30% of the people who get it are actually asymptomatic. So
Yeah, like I had a cough and my throat is like
Yeah,
my
so-
sinuses are still a bit weird, like my nose is a bit blocked and stuff
Yeah,
like
that's
that.
about it.
But
It's like a
yeah,
cold.
I don't know. The first 2 days was just the worst, just having a fever and a headache. But I was still functional and stuff like that. I could still do everything I wanted to do. I'm feeling a lot more tired and I sweat a lot more. That's what I've realized. Like if I do something that's not even physically draining at all, I'll just sweat. I don't know I don't know if that's a symptom, but I do sweat a bit more. And
I mean, COVID does have long-term effects on
it
some people.
depends,
Though.
yeah, it depends on some people.
I don't know.
Like I've heard some people say that they haven't got their taste or smell back yet, and they've got it in like April. So it's kind of a shit one. But I mean, I'm lucky my taste or smell didn't go. So
Yeah, I think a lot of people.
I don't speak too soon.
Becks also had COVID, eh? Or do you
Did
still
you?
have it?
I don't have it anymore, but like my mom is in like right now is at the hospital because she's like bad with COVID, so I couldn't like have like Christmas with her or anything. But I already gone through it. Like I tested negative like the other day.
But how
Like,
was it?
there's-
Like, was it like the same as like Luca and them, where it was just like chilled?
I didn't feel anything. Like it's the second time I had COVID. Like I had once in like
What
summer.
the fudge?
Yeah, I know. I had one in summer and one now, but I don't know.
Okay, well.
I didn't feel anything.
Well, yeah.
You need to stay indoors.
This leads on to our next question. So, Bex, a lot of people may know you or they may not, but what a lot of people do wonder is how did you join the community?
Okay, so it was like summer, and I found Kareem on Omegle one night. I think it was,
Jeez, don't
Yeah.
mention that. Fucking.
And then like I joined the friend group he had like that time, and then I got kicked from there because one guy didn't like me, and he was like the one who like had the Discord server, and he didn't like me, and he kicked me, and I never knew anything about them till like September. No, I don't know. And then Kareem invited me to the mid server, and then I started like just getting friends from the Sede community, I guess. And yeah.
Okay, that's interesting. And did they like tell you to go on Twitter and stuff like that and like post a
I
video?
had a Twitter with like 20 followers on September, like ends of September. No, October, I think, beginning of October, with like 20 followers. And then like I started posting and they started like liking my shit, and I got like kind of people started knowing me in the Saturday com.
But did you at all
Okay.
expect like that sort of like growth out of
No,
nowhere?
I did not expect that. No.
And
I thought I was gonna have like 50 followers and that's it.
I know you used to like I know you stream. Like, do you plan on like doing streaming properly?
I don't know yet because I don't like my webcam is not good enough and things like that. And like I threw my PC away and I'm on my gaming laptop right now because like it didn't work.
You
I
just
just threw it away.
a PC.
It didn't work. It didn't work, and I'm
You could
probably
have maybe like
You
taken
could
a
give it a
$20
teabag tag.
I would have paid for the flight.
You could have given a teabag tag.
You could have even just like maybe sold the parts that are working. What? You just chuck it in the bin.
No, it's downstairs. Like I
Oh,
just
so-
I don't use
I
it.
thought you dead ass threw it in one of those big bins. Like you just went outside and.
Like
No.
that meme.
Like
isn't
that
it?
meme,
Like, isn't
yeah.
that cute for a guy
Yeah,
who doesn't
that
see?
meme. That's exactly what I was
Okay,
thinking.
well, yeah, thank you for letting us know, Becks. And yeah, so the next question is for Airo and Wraith. Whichever one of you wants to start first. What is the plans
Airo.
for tournaments in 2021 and growing the Zeta community?
I'll go first because we're on top. I'm joking.
Oh.
So basically, we're gonna go into seasonal lands. That is every 4 months. We're gonna be doing-
Really? I
yeah.
don't know it was
So
every 4 months. I thought it was like one a year. That's dope. I love that.
nah, so every 4 months we're gonna be doing what's hyped up. Probably gonna be trios, and like if there's like cash cup duos or whatever, then we'll do that. But seasonal lands, and then my best bet is to try get a 10,000 rand monthly thing. Try continue doing what we have been doing, but since console's sort of now a community, it's gonna be split price pool there as well. And I know the community not happy about that though. Other than that, yeah, just fucking full sending shit, bro.
And Wraith for evac?
It's like console is for me it's like console is
Dead.
yeah, it's like more people are getting PCs now that it's like Christmas and stuff like that. To maintain like a stacked console lobby is pretty difficult. But for me, I don't know. I think I kind of want to maybe move evac into more of a not into like more tournaments with like prize pools anymore. Because I think EPS and like all those other people, they're doing a really good job at it. As well as finding sponsors and stuff like that. And like I'm going into matric, so it's like gonna be a lot of time for me to go find a sponsor and stuff like that. So what I mostly want to do is host like the fun tournaments, but like make it better. So like what Craze is doing at the moment, shouldn't be leaking it, but like he's making a really cool like automated point system, automated PR system, all that stuff. He's been working on it for like months, as well as like box fight wages. I think is also gonna come out soon. I don't know, just like more fun stuff, I guess, for the community.
Can I be honest with you with something? With Airo and Ray.
Mm.
Everybody that says that there shouldn't be a console prize pool and like console this, console that, they are actually very dumb. I think even with people complaining with in-game prize pools, I think console should have a prize pool.
Yeah.
100%. Like, why shouldn't they have a prize pool? You know what I'm trying to say? I understand they should not nearly have as much. Like, with what happens with FNCS and stuff like that, I don't know why the prize pools are the exact same.
Sorry, wait. Before you continue, they
Yeah?
actually did get rid of the console prize pool.
Oh yes,
Tell
they
them
did. But for a long period, they did have the console prize pool, and I don't understand what the problem with that was, because, I mean, they have to put, like, of course, the console players are not going to make earnings on a PC
Yeah.
lobby. Like, I don't think they should have the same prize pool as a PC, because I've always sort of like PC brings in more viewers in terms of entertainment and stuff like that, and that's why they get paid. The entertainers get paid. You know what I'm trying to say? So
Mm.
I think console should have a prize pool, but just not nearly as much. So like I feel like wasn't there just a 6,000 rand console prize pool?
Yeah.
Like I feel like that's fine, honestly. But like it's a bit too much.
Yeah, no, I agree. I think console.
And shut up, Wraith.
I think console certainly. I think people always speak from bias, and that's the biggest problem. So everybody who's on PC is gonna be like, "Oh, why does console have a prize pool? Why does console need a prize pool?" Because yeah, obviously PC is better than console due to just advantages alone. But like, I think it's super unfair to completely want to negate console as a platform that deserves prize pool completely. And I think what Airo and Wraith are doing as well with everything console wise, I think it's good, and I think console deserve one. But yeah, let's move on to the next question. Okay, someone just donated. Thank you so much, Adam, for the donation.
I have nothing to say.
Okay,
Just
so
take my money.
So the next question is for Reapsii and everyone, but I want Reapsii to go first since he actually has another question. How was your Christmas? Like how was everyone's Christmas, basically? That's all I'm asking. Like, what did you do? Did you have fun? Like, what did you get?
I played Fortnite all day, yeah? That's the family. Then I moved houses. My family didn't get me my Ferrari, so I was like, I'm outie. So now I'm staying at my uncle's house for a few weeks just to like chill down.
What do you and your uncle do?
What's the relationship with the uncle?
Very close. No.
Like how close?
No. I'm joking. I don't know. Our Christmas was very like COVID conscious. So I only saw, because we had to scare with COVID as well. So we only saw 2 people for the whole of Christmas. I've only seen them for like nearly 2 weeks now. I've only seen like 2 other people. Because even my aunt and uncle like aren't here. Like they went away. So yeah, it's kind of rough. Only seeing like
I don't know. It's worrying
people, you know?
because like my Christmas, I went down to the farm in the northwest. I mean, not the northwest. Like, you know what I mean? Like northwest in like the province, right? And like I was even just like a little bit skeptical about getting COVID and all of that, but I don't know why it's like such a big deal with family, because surely you should be able to trust your family enough to know that everyone's coming from, and like if they know that they've been out and all of that. And because the only thing I was worried about is what happens if I had COVID, because I had just come from Kenton on Sea where I was with my friends and all of that going out. So I was worried for everyone else because there was like grandmas there and stuff like that. So, you know, I didn't want to like infect anyone, but I think if you know yourself that you are safe, like obviously you could be asymptomatic, but if you know that you're recently, like you haven't been doing any dangerous activities, and I think it should be fine. And like for you, Airo, how was your Christmas?
Well, mine was fucking chill, bro. Made some food, fucking ate it, chilled.
And Becks, I know like you went out. Did you end up going
I went out for a bit, yeah. But like the Christmas day was kind of shitty. I only had like my dad and my brother kind of, but like apart from that, it was okay.
And you, Wraith?
I mean, there's nothing much to do. There wasn't like much to do this year. I just like ate food and chilled with family.
I mean, I would ask Luca as well, but he sat in his room the whole day and streamed. So, okay, so the next question is gonna be music related, and I think kind of the hottest topic right now has been Playboy Cardi and his album, Whole Lotta Red. Like, what do you guys think about?
A lot of trash.
What do you guys think about? So not just that album specifically, but what do you guys just think about artists like hyping up their albums so much and not delivering, especially if they've had so long? Like,
okay, let me just say something quickly before we get into it. Whole Red is bad, right? Don't get me wrong, but it's not as bad as everybody's making it out to be.
I think it's pretty calm.
The thing is that everyone waited
It's
2 years for
disappointing,
this
yeah.
album. All of these happened.
890 days.
Yeah,
No, but
literally.
also you have to consider also the fact that it's had a majority of these really good songs have been leaked. Like he's
true,
really
but then
good
just
songs.
drop them.
Yeah,
like
I
it's really
agree.
good songs, then just
Yeah,
fucking
that's
drop
what I
them.
was thinking as well. But even then, like, okay, in the album there are like a handful of good songs.
Yeah,
but like,
Okay.
of course, out of the
There's so many
25
good beats, but like I don't know. Can't just ruin it?
I think the biggest problem for me is that like it's 24 songs or something like that.
Yeah, it is 24.
Like something like that, and there's probably like 4 songs that I could
That are
put
okay.
on and just bear. Like
Yeah,
I can be like,
but
okay,
that's
this is
a lot of
decent.
albums, though. If you
No,
think
but it's not
No,
like
not really.
it's not like
it's a lot of
okay, no, but
albums.
by 4 songs, I mean like it's not like I'm adding them to my playlist. It means that I can listen to it and be like, okay, this is decent. Like if I heard this, I wouldn't want to go jump off. I don't know, let's not get too graphic here, but like the other Cardi songs, like so the 4 songs I think are good are not even anywhere near to like the normal level that it's meant to be. Like
Yeah. I mean, like, if you see what Giddy said, every album has bad songs, don't act like you add a
Everyone
whole-
who
Exactly,
says the
that's
album
100%
is the
true.
worst
That
of the
is
year is
Cardi's
getting
like
album
one
is
good
not
song.
good. We can all agree it's not a good album. It's very disappointing. But there are a few good songs in the album, and you cannot lie. Like,
Yeah.
if you think of every single album, like if you think of Drake, if you think of Travis, okay, Travis Scott hasn't released a bad song in my opinion. But anyways, like I don't know, there's a few albums, a lot of albums, there's just not always the best songs, and that's just how it always is. Like I don't know.
A lot of that has to do with discography, because like an artist, if they like fucking drop let's say a 14-song album and all
Yeah.
songs sound the same, people are gonna say, okay, it's so repetitive.
Yeah.
So that's why artists get praised if they have good discography. Like look at Kanye West and stuff. Like his songs are so different, and that's
Yeah.
what people try to do,
They're
but they're
all
not necessarily
different.
good at that. So like you can respect that to like an extent.
yeah, I
If
don't
you
know.
listen to Cardi stuff, it's all like the same vibe, but it's just like not good, and that's like my big
Yeah.
problem with it.
Yeah,
I get you.
I don't know if anyone has anything else to say on this topic, but Saturn just donated $3, and I know he's like a massive Playboy Cardi fan, right? And he says everyone who says the album is the worst of the year is getting blocked. So obviously, I don't think anybody thinks it's the worst of the year, right?
It's just disappointing.
But I
It's
think
disappointing considering how long it took him, and
yeah,
I think the big issue is I think he procrastinated Kakao, because like
Yeah.
it was like teased like 3 months ago that it was gonna drop, and then he's got like a song called New Tank, and I know Kanye West bought him like a tank for his house like 2 weeks ago.
What the fuck?
So it was obviously recorded like last week, 2
yeah,
weeks
I
ago.
think what the
So I think it
point
was super,
the point
yeah.
Giddy just brought up in chat's pretty interesting as well. He said we were all matured people compared to 2018. His old music was new and different. How are we supposed to? Now we're used to it, and it doesn't take us by surprise. Also, the hype for the album was different because of leaks. Yeah, obviously, I think the leaks affected it, but I think the mature thing, like, it doesn't really make much sense, because I think a lot of people still listen to songs like Magnolia, Woke Up Like This, Shooter, and all the albums on like Playboy Cardi, and they can vibe to it, but like this new stuff I can't vibe to. I'm sorry, like it's
And I mean,
so
some of the
weird.
beats are really good. Like,
All of the beats are good though.
Like this one song, I think it's like Vamp Anthem or something like that. It's got like the best beat, but I don't know. It's just ruined by something.
Yeah. Okay, so before we move on to the next question, we've got like 85 views right now and only 63 likes. So if you haven't already, make sure to drop a like on the stream and also subscribe. Okay, so the next question is going to be, should there be an age limit for Fortnite Z8 tournaments? And what should it be, if so?
Honestly, I'm gonna answer straight off the bat. There shouldn't be age limits. First and foremost, like even ATK's adult section upwards
If
or
he
whatever.
releases a
didn't fucking
deluxe
work.
album like Uzi
So, like,
did
what are
for
you gonna
Justice
do?
with
You're gonna-
leaks that would
I still think it would.
But it didn't work. So that's the problem. Like, how many players are you gonna have?
it should be an age limit.
And it should be like, you know, good statistics going back to your sponsors and so forth. Not 100 players all ages playing the tournaments. Doesn't make sense.
I personally think if you're competing for money at the age of fucking 12, I think that's so stupid. Like inside of Fortnite, you aren't allowed to compete in game tournaments if you're not the age of 13. I personally think the age limit should be 14. Actually, no, 13. 13's reasonable. 13 should be the age limit because you're a child. Like, you're dead as a child competing for. Like, I understand, like, kids should be able to, like, compete and stuff like that, but it's for money. Like, I don't know. I don't really know how to explain what I'm trying to think, but I think 13 should be.
Honestly,
in my opinion.
like this is like a
Too
double
bad
standard.
because 12-year-olds are placing better than him.
No. Like some of the best
You're
players
right.
I've met are like young players. Like they
Yeah,
kids,
I think
you know?
CK.
That's cool and all. But like the games I came from, like the age standard was 18. And even games at like 16, I'm not gonna lie, I had a much more fun time playing those games
It's
in terms
so
of
much,
like community.
Yeah, it's just such a mature audience, and like you can go on Twitter and have a good time if there's mature people to talk around and stuff like that. But when you have the 5-year-olds just doing stupid things, it just becomes such a shit show. Nobody takes a Fortnite community like other communities like flipping CS:GO and COD and all of that. They look at it and they just think of it as a joke. Nobody takes Fortnite seriously anymore. They say, "Oh, it's Fortnite. Oh, it's Fortnite." Like, I got a comment on TikTok the other day. I made an Amigo video. I posted on TikTok, right? The guy was like, I was going to subscribe to your YouTube, but I saw you make Fortnite content.
Yeah.
Straight up. Because people don't take Fortnite seriously because it's a child's game still.
Yeah, look,
it will always be a child's game.
Look, to a certain extent, I agree with Luca on the age limit, right? But firstly, for our community, I think it's way too small to actually make a change like that.
Exactly,
And
yeah.
also, in terms of Airo and Wraith's job, imagine trying to regulate people's ages, because the only way you could regulate it is if you were to send someone money and you don't know their actual age, you would ask for like an ID or like a birth certificate or something, and that's just so weird. Like,
yeah.
So I don't know. I don't think. Wait, Wraith, you haven't commented on it. What do you think about the situation?
Well, obviously, as you said, I think that there shouldn't be an age limit because the community isn't really big enough for it. I just think that, like, the reason is, why should there be an age limit? Like, I just want to ask, why should there be an age limit?
Yeah, I understand. I'm also for it. Like,
Yeah, what was the
why
question,
actually should also there be an age limit? If you think of it.
It depends, because
The reason
most
why
of
is
the
whole maturity factor. I mean, if you had
exactly.
Like, if you're in primary school playing a game for money, like, you also get so consumed in something like that. Like, I know I've even got consumed in something like that. And I imagine a 12-year-old or 11-year-old just sitting inside all day playing competitive because that's what they want to do. Like, I get, like, if you get older and stuff like that, and
it's a whole new generation, though, hey? Like,
I know it's
different from when we were 13.
That social aspect
True,
of going to school and seeing people and seeing friends. I mean, Daly, you can probably say from an outside perspective now, because you've been in that environment where you have been addicted to the game, and now you've broken out of that stigma, and now you aren't in it. What do you feel about that? Don't you think if it's somebody like 11 or 12 doing that, that's so unhealthy?
I mean, I think it's better being younger and like that because they have a lot less responsibilities. Because if you're like so addicted to the game, you're like 18, 17 years old, you start like prioritizing the game over like schoolwork and stuff, and it really like
I don't know.
I think Lester can vouch. He talks about it quite a lot. Where like you start playing tournaments instead of studying, and you start like prioritizing the game over school, and it's not
so
good.
Personally, in my opinion, I wish I was much younger during this whole COVID thing. I know obviously now it's completely drawn out and all of that, but I feel like being a lot younger, like 14 or 13 like that, this whole COVID thing wouldn't have completely destroyed everything in terms of my responsibilities, schoolwork, social life, and stuff like that. But I think the main thing is that Fortnite is a game where you don't realize you're addicted to it. Because I think the reason I realized I was addicted, and why I still think my PC breaking is a blessing in disguise, is that I would just sit and play creative with another person 1v1ing, like not even like trying to improve or anything, just wasting my time for like 4 or 5 hours if I wasn't playing like customs or something like that. And that would be on top of also playing customs and doing tournaments and wages and all of that. So like, I think during lockdown I was playing the game 10-12 hours a day, going to bed at 3-4 in the morning, and just waking up again at 3 p.m. and playing another tournament, which is like when the tournaments nearly started. And that was the cycle. Like, all I did was tournaments. Well, like, not just tournaments, but just play the game over and over again. And obviously lockdown allowed that and was basically the only thing we could do, but I think it just kindled like such a bad addiction. And I think there was a point when I was really in love with Fortnite. This was like season 4, season 5, where I would sit in chapel at school, and when we would kneel to pray, I would just be thinking about Fortnite, like build battles like that. It was so bad.
Should be saying stuff like that.
I know.
But yeah, lockdown was a blessing in disguise for esports. I mean, if you look at like hardware, like how hard was it to get it in lockdown? Everything was out of stock. Everything was sold out. And that just meant like, everyone wanted to game, not just kids. It was literally all age groups. And I like what Riot said, if you're going to have some Johan 2946 playing first place and he's 12 years old, there's going to be a whole another excuse and get him off the leaderboard type of thing. It's just a whole nother thing to monitor. You can't really get that off the bat. Only if they win money, then it's a whole nother news explaining to him that, they have an age group. I honestly don't think.
Let me just say this, right? So when I was younger, of course, I played games and stuff like that. And in primary school, I used to play, but I was never addicted to it. Like, I went home, did my thing, right? and like I still went out with my friends because in grade 6, grade 7, that's when you start like kind of going out and getting that social aspect into your life, right? Going to school and socializing friends and going out and stuff like that. So for me, I personally think for me not being addicted that young and then me learning those social skills and that all of that is such an important thing. Like also me not being in normal school now as well has shown me that it's so important that I did go to school because I wouldn't have had those social. I know so many people in the community that don't have those social aspects because they didn't go to school and they haven't.
Smartest thing man's have ever said.
Huh?
Smartest thing you've ever said.
But anyways, what I'm trying to get at here is that I feel like there should be an age limit for that as well, because that social aspect you learn from a young age. If you're going to be like, 16, 17 and only starting to learn social things because you're not addicted to a game, like, I think that's, for me, that's just not smart.
Yeah, but there's so many kids, though, that, like, only manage to get social aspects through online gaming. I mean, in real life, they got, like, bullied and all that, and then they could go on the mic, and then they felt so much better, you know? Like that shit has helped so many people.
I think we just think
there's a whole new generation, though. I mean, like just think about it. When we were 13, 14, there wasn't like online gaming wasn't at its peak the way it is right now.
Yeah.
It was single player, FIFA games, FIFA vibes, and so forth. It's so different now, where you have all these online things in our faces that you could win money playing games. It's very different now.
I think can we just block all the kids, dude? Let's just agree on that. Make it 18. You much fun with that.
18.
2 months. Wait for it.
A reasonable
age.
Then
I agree.
Is 13
I agree.
Or 14
and 18. 13, 14, or 18. I agree.
Look, yeah, I completely agree with everything like everyone said, even though there has been like some differing points, like for people that were for it and people that were against it. And I think obviously there could be an argument made for both, but I think like the overarching thing is that we can't really do it in our community because it's so small. Before we move on to the next question, I just wanted to read out, Saturn donated earlier and he said, if Playboy Cardi releases a deluxe album like Uzi did, but just with leaks, that would be good. And yeah, I do agree with that, because I think the
Cardi leaks were hard, bro.
Oh, wait. Can we wait?
I can't believe he didn't even drop the original like Kid Cudi song. That's like the biggest, most disappointing thing.
Yo, Nyclo, the last time you placed was when you teamed with your boyfriend, so I wouldn't talk, but sorry, continue.
That is.
Okay, yeah. So Becks, I just want to ask, do you have anything to comment on the age thing before we move on?
I think that I don't really know, because like since I'm not in the comp of Set A, I don't know what to say. Obviously, like I feel like everybody should play, not mattering the age limit, because I don't know, I just feel like
it makes sense. It makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay, so the next question, we're gonna move away from Fortnite kind of, and it's gonna be, what is a positive about our community and what is a negative about our community? So it doesn't have to be Fortnite related. It can just be about the people in it and like everything else about it. Who wants to start?
Me.
Okay.
Age is a downfall. The age limit. I honestly still feel like I've said it before. I honestly feel like there should be an age limit. And another thing, not having prac in our community. Prac is
we have T1 prac.
Yeah, but it hasn't been. It's just started, so it's not proper prac yet because it just started getting a name for itself, I guess. But having proper prac constant throughout the whole year is so important for me, in my opinion. But anyways, then the positive of the community. I think the content creators, I don't know. I feel like there's such good upbringing content creators like Chubbs, and also like, I don't know, like just that give back to the community in a sense. And then we've also got, I don't know, I didn't really think about the positive too much. I was mainly thinking about the negatives, but I don't know. I think the streamers and the content creators are a good thing about the community. And I've also, a lot of people started getting into it, like piano started getting into it and stuff like that. And it's a niche for that as well. So that was also a good thing, but I don't know too much about the community in terms of what's good.
Okay, and Becks, what negative and positive have you?
Negative and positive about the com?
Yes.
Positive, probably that.
She's got Sims.
No, positive probably because that like the content creators and everything that makes like. Yeah, just the content creators and things like that. And negative, people are just like way too judgmental. in my opinion. Like they judge about everything.
Okay.
Like, in my opinion,
Yeah,
I feel
like
that.
I don't play anymore, but I'm still on Twitter and I still follow a lot of the people. And like it's so weird how 1 second like the whole community can be like together supporting for an African
is
service,
true.
whatever, and then the next fucking minute the same guys who are like so supportive of each other are tuning each other because they're in like different friend groups or something.
Yeah,
It's just a massive like ego fest most of the time.
yeah, I get what you're saying.
The people just donated and he
Even
said,
with T1 prac, people WP and no one gets prac out
It's
of
because we
it.
just started, bro. It's
Yeah, that's the rules
things
still gotta
don't
kick
just
in.
happen. Things
No,
don't.
but like one of the things with the issues with that is always in South Africa, the people who host it are always like in our community, and that's cool and all. But like, can we talk about? Remember when Rejects and them got banned? That was from the T1 prac, right?
That was SF Prac or the Albert.
but they got
No,
banned.
recently,
Oh wait,
they got
recently.
banned
Oh
again.
yeah, Tier 1
Yeah.
Prac, yeah.
Okay, they got banned the day before. The next day, one of the owners did the exact same thing to my team, and they used the excuse, no, they needed loot.
Yeah,
Like,
I mean, the problem
Bro, like
is,
we
but
need
that's
like an
how it is
external
in-
council, bro.
No,
We
I
want
don't
those
think we
guys to
do
run.
in a sense, because if you think of somebody like NA East, Zeta hosts the prac, right? It's because he's a well-respected person to the community and stuff like that, and that's why people follow rules and stuff like that. But at the same time, I personally think that there is a bias towards owners. Owners should be accountable. And maybe there should be like an outside council to do this stuff. But at the same time, I don't know. Like there needs to be a well-respected person in the community that does it. And like Psycho and Travis and Trogons and whoever's.
Yeah,
One
no,
of those names was the name, by the way.
Yeah, I know.
Maybe we should last that one.
Okay, yeah. So back to the point that we were talking about was the positives and negatives, right? So I think I'm gonna start with the negatives so I can end with the positives. And I think one big negative is that everyone's afraid to see someone achieve. And this, people probably haven't thought about this a lot, but I remember when I came into the community, and I came into the community now with Woke, right? And when we came into the community, every time we killed someone big, every time we did something that was good, we would get called bad, we would get called overrated, we would get called creative warriors. People would like everyone would just roast Woke and say how he's not good at all, how he's only good because of his ping and stuff like that. People were just afraid of seeing other people become to a higher level than them. And you can see it as well with the content creators. A lot of people like get afraid when they see someone doing well, or if like somebody else is passing them in viewers or stuff like that, or if there's somebody else that's coming up and doing something different. But then you get people like Luca that actually like help out small content creators and like tab them and stuff like that. And I think that's good, but I think a lot of the older content creators get worried when they see a lot of other people coming up and starting to do content creation. And I think it's not good, because obviously in America there's tons and tons of content creators that pull consistent viewers, and they all sometimes even have the same community. I mean, if you look at some of the Among Us streamers, like when Corpse does a stream, he gets 100,000 viewers, and when Valkyrie does a stream, she gets 80,000 viewers. Like, I think there's a space for all of us to grow and be able to achieve evenly, and I think that's one of my negatives. I think another negative as well would be, so the com reacted very, they reacted very well to the racism situation, right? And I completely agree with that. But then they don't do the same stuff for sexism and homophobia and all of that other stuff. And I think that's also another big negative. Like I sit in Discord calls sometimes when I get invited to some Discords, and people will just be super homophobic. And coming from the place where I come from, where I have friends that are in that community and stuff like that, nobody like at all like would accept some of the stuff that goes down in some of these Discords. And I think we need to hold everything accountable if we're going to do that. And I think the positives for me, I think this community works well as a group, if that makes sense. The community is very together, but sometimes it isn't together. But I think as a group,
it's together well.
Yes, like we support each other and we'll uplift each other, as long as it doesn't affect us in terms of competition. I mean, if we look at like when Neymar does well in like FNCS and stuff like that, you see everybody spamming in the FNCS chat saying Neymar, 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 or you say like anything like that. I think the community supports recognition inside of the community, and we always uplift each other.
Yeah.
But I think it's just the competition between each other is a bit toxic.
I just want to add on to something on your last point about like people are negative and bring people down and stuff like that. That's kind of with everything though. If you think about it properly, like if somebody started doing well in school because they started studying, people would be like, oh, it's just lucky, or he's not really that smart, he's book smart, or whatever the case is. Or if it's somebody in sport, like if somebody gets picked for the team and you feel like you're better than him, of course you're gonna say, oh, I feel like I'm better than him, or whatever the case is. So it's not necessarily, I don't think you can say it's a downfall of our community, because it happens with everything.
Yeah,
if you think about it,
I know, but I feel like in our community, we should be the last community that's doing that, because we are such a small community. We should want more people to be creating content. We should want more people to grow with us, because if Sata grows, that doesn't just help him, that helps us as well, getting a name out for ourselves. And if Sata does an Omegle video and it gets 135,000 views, and they see, oh, South Africans do content, they do this, and then they go and they see Luca doing an Omegle video, they go watch that, and then they'll check all of Luca's contents, his vlogs, and they'll go see Diovalda's vlog. Like, overall, it should waterfall and help people. And I think...
Bro, wait, can I just, like, it's completely out of context. The other day I was on Instagram, and I followed, like, a page with, like, 800k followers, and it's just a meme page, and it was a video of satire on Omegle.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I saw that, yeah.
That's crazy.
He was, that one TikTok video's got, like, 5 million views.
Yeah, no, like, I think... we should celebrate each other's successes, and I think obviously this, as Luca said, it is to life that people also don't do this, where they bring everyone down that's doing better than them. Would anybody else like to comment on the positive and negatives in our community? Yeah, Reapsii?
Okay, thank you. Ego is negative. People like actually have egos, like that's just whack. And then the positive. What? Oh shit! Sorry, no, that's all good. And then the positives, I would say the people, bro. Like, there's some pretty awesome people in the comments. Like, you can really
I think that people need to grow up like kids crying over things that aren't even that bad.
Yeah, it's just
then
positive
making a
is
whole
how we
scene. People
work
need to be
together
more
sometimes.
mature.
I don't have any negatives. You guys covered all of them.
Yeah, okay, someone just commented on something saying that I think people need to grow up like kids crying over things that aren't even that bad, then making a whole scene. People need to be more mature. To a certain extent, I agree. I think a lot of people react. This is also what I was saying. They react so negatively to something that happens to them, or they need to get over things that aren't going to affect them. Like, always what I say is, if it's not going to affect you in 10 years, then why cry over it now? Because I used to get so mad. I used to go and, like, for example, I always used to do well in tournaments, and then I just get landed on by someone. Because back, like, if you guys think the griefing is bad now, back in the day, it used to be, like, very bad.
So that's when it just started off, though.
Yeah, when it just started off, like, the
when it
Sorry to interrupt, but I just wanted to say Let's Lure is short.
Just getting angry about it. I'm glad we moved compensation, though.
But like, also, compensation, I'm so happy that's gone. Honestly.
Yeah, because
I'm not gonna lie, once or twice, if I did, like, what was it? Like, I just didn't get into the game or something, I just got compensation, you know what I'm saying? Like, it was just dumb. But anyways, I wanted to say something also about your thing, Letz, where you said, or were you just saying, no, I actually just forgot. When people get angry and sensitive for a very sensitive topic.
Why does community figures complain about certain things, but they are the main people?
When I'm on stream and I kill somebody,
it.
Or they kill me, of course I'm going to react in a certain way. You game, and gamers always like say toxic things and stuff like that, or they say things in the heat of the moment. Like the amount of times I've been blocked by so many people, or just get angry about, but like even my friends say, and I'll be like, oh, get shit on you, dog shit, whatever the case is, and people will get, okay, shut up, that was only one time with you, Reapsii. Shut up. Once, and that was because of the wager, because you were just stupid. Anyways, but, and then the one day I called somebody ugly, and it wasn't even that serious. The whole thing, he posted the whole thing on Twitter. Whoa. Yeah. And it wasn't that deep at all. Like, just because I called you ugly, what does that have to do with anything?
Like I
mean, sometimes people just look for an excuse, man. Like, especially when you got this recognition around your name.
100%.
They want to. It's just something to try get you down to their level. So they'll do anything and everything.
And another thing, when I was wagering divs, the whole thing about I was wagering divs. He says, come look at my PC. We look at his PC, we find a macro software. What must I do with that? People are saying like, oh, he's exposing him. Oh, he's doing this and that. He asked me to go check his PC. Then everybody tweets out, hashtag divs innocent. Oh, Luca did this. And I'm like, bro, like, You asked me to look at your PC. I saw your PC. I showed it on stream. It was macros. What must I do about it?
No,
you know what I'm saying?
I completely agree with Luca
like
because I watched his stream back when he wagered me and Woke pretty recently, like a couple days ago. And every single time I killed him or did anything, he'd be like, wow, Let's so dog shit. He's so lucky. And I was like, I know that he's joking because he's my boy. But if it was somebody that was wagering Luca who just donated, they're gonna actually like take it to heart and then go post it on Twitter and think he's toxic.
I don't generally do that though with people I'm not really familiar with. Sometimes I do, but not always.
Okay, well, we were talking about this point of griefing, and I think we're gonna move on to this next topic, and it's gonna be Airo implementing a griefing rule, and I wanted to ask everyone's opinion on it. I think Airo, you should
just forget about that.
You should. What is it? Is it not a thing anymore?
I don't know, man. It's hard to regulate.
What was the griefing rule?
Okay, but let's just talk about it. Let's just talk about it.
Intentional griefing, like if you like examples, like if you guys remember ACGL where Rejects and Woke landed together at the last game and Rejects was first. Woke sort of like knew it was him, shot him. I think he had like 6 shockwaves. I think Rejects had 6 shockwaves. Went into Storm, but Woke followed him like till 3rd zone, trying to get him, trying to eliminate him. Like that there's intentional. That is someone who knows someone and they just want to grief them to get on the leaderboard or whatever. So I thought like, okay, well, let me say, if there's intentional griefing and so forth, like you can actually tell that this person's out to just eliminate Wraith or whatever, then we're gonna disqualify them from that
ban
thing.
you.
Okay, can I jump in?
But then I thought about it properly. I was like, that doesn't fucking make sense. Like, you know how many fucking Randys land at some POI and maybe get lucky and will kill Neymar who's in first or whatever. Neymar will come to me and be like, this guy landed on me. I'm like,
yeah. And on top of that, like if you having a bad, okay, I would say that like if I were to play a tournament, I would literally just be like, okay, where am I going to drop? I'll just drop at some random place. And by mistake, okay, sure, I kill Neymar because I know I'm good, but like I kill Neymar. And then like he's going to say I griefed him. But like,
exactly.
I'm not like a pro player. I don't know, like I don't have a solid drop, like a fixed drop.
Can I chip in here? Okay, now can we talk about the egos of top South African players? Happened in the duo event. The top one of the top teams landed on the team in 2nd place.
Yeah,
what are we gonna do about
that? Again,
I personally don't agree with that at all. Like,
can I just say something?
Wait, Luca. Like what those pro players, Travis and Amos said, it's a Mongrel Classic because they did it in an FNCS. So like even Epic Games didn't regulate that.
No, but they not Mongrel, bro.
Yeah, but Epic Games did absolutely nothing. So why should we?
But Epic have also banned people for intentional griefing now.
They don't have any rules because someone commented. Who was it? It was the Mega Gaming commented also. It's like, show me the rules where they say this. So I went to do research. Fucking nothing in Epic Games code of conduct or rules in tournaments. Like there's literally nothing that states that if you intentionally grief someone, you get banned. So that's also one of the reasons why I've just cancelled that rule.
Yeah, I know it's too hard to regulate, but I feel like it doesn't sit well with me from my comp days. And Daly, I'm sure you can talk about it as well. Back in my comp days, like some people would just land on us randomly. Like I think the biggest example, I can talk about this now because I tweeted out about it probably like 8 months ago, was when I was playing a tournament with Sakaros at Agency, and then like Neymar and Kareem just lands on us because they weren't doing well, and now all of a sudden they want the spot. And like obviously you can say it's okay, I agree that you can do that, but like it doesn't sit well with me that top players specifically who know what they're doing want to go and they want to land here, want to land there to try and grief people intentionally. And I think the biggest problem is friend groups when it comes to griefing. Whether somebody, if I'm friends with Luca and Luca's second, and I don't know, let's say Kareem is first, and I go and I land on Kareem because I'm in the call with Luca, like that doesn't sit well with me either. And
the other thing is, we don't know these things. Like you can't get like
I know that.
Someone leaks it to you, say here is proof that Luca told Let's to go land, then maybe you can regulate that shit. But there's no proof, bro. You can't say, because they're in the same friend group, that's why they griefed whoever.
Yeah, no,
it's a very, very hard topic, that
one. In my opinion, hold on, let me just say this. Okay, so if I can put it in perspective like this for you, right? Okay, let's for example, El Clasico happened, Real Madrid versus Barcelona, right? Real Madrid, no Messi's Barcelona's star player, right? We all know that. Barcelona will do whatever they can to get Messi out of the game, right? So if we're going to take it into tournaments, if Neymar and whoever, or Travis, they say, are first, and I'm second, and they have a way bigger lead than us, right? And the only way we can beat them is by landing on them and killing them, I'm going to do it. I don't care what your rules are. I want to win. It's the same situation with... that's why I feel like griefing's completely fine in a sense, because it's a way for you to win. If you are second and you know you can win by landing on somebody, why would you not do that? Why is that? For me, there's no, because why would I sacrifice the money you can play safe and go for second. Okay, that's fine, but you're not first. People get recognition for first. Nobody really gives a shit about second. I want to come first if I'm second, so I will do whatever's in my power. I agree with you. I can possibly become
it's just bad sportsmanship, and it's not the nicest thing to do, but it's a reality.
Why do I have to be nice in a competitive game?
It's a reality that we face every day in the Fortnite community.
Next tourney,
no matter what.
Yeah, next tourney, $10 if you kill the guy in first for me. If I'm in top 5, $10 you'll pay back.
That's gonna happen.
That's a story though. So like, for example,
No, I'm gonna send it from my out PayPal, bro. My out PayPal is gonna send that freaking.
But listen.
Jared63 is gonna send that to them.
It's the same thing as stream sniping. It's the same thing as like, let's say, sitting in a call and getting your friend to grief. That is completely wrong. If people can, like, if Epic Games had to see somebody say go land on this person, like one of their friends say go land on this person, I'm almost certain they would both get banned. It's the same thing with stream sniping.
I never said it.
Yeah, but like the same thing with stream sniping. There's been situations where somebody, like, I'm pretty sure Assault got banned, or somebody along those lines in the LA community got banned for like a week or two because he stream sniped in a tournament. Like the whole situation with Clicks and Unknown, nobody got banned there because griefing is fine. It's completely fine. If you like, I personally think griefing is fine. That's what I'm saying.
Daly, would you like to comment on the griefing situation at all? Like from your past experience and everything like that?
I mean, like, you gotta do what you gotta do to win.
Fair enough. Okay.
Another thing about stream sniping though is, guys, like, if you streaming finals or qualifiers, either way, like, there's a little section called streaming. It says minimum 2-minute delay. If you don't stream with a delay, then it's your problem. It's your fault, guys. So there you go, guys. If you come to me with like, oh, we got stream sniped, I'll be like, is there a delay? No, there isn't. Okay, cool. Play on.
I'm just meeting up. Hello, Joe.
Hello.
I said, what about the Cooler Aqua situation? Was it the situation where you got banned for stream sniping or something along those lines, right?
Yeah.
Stream sniping should be banned. If there is proof and you can see that there is stream sniping, you should ban them. They should not permanently. I personally don't think I think the only way somebody should get permanently banned is by hacking, like physically using aimbot or soft aim or maps or whatever the case is. That's my personal opinion. But Aqua's situation, it seemed like he was either colluding or stream sniping, or I don't know the situation too well. If they're stream sniping, colluding, whatever the case is, they need to be banned straight up. That's just my opinion.
While we're still on the topic about banning, should there be an unban fee?
Yes.
I don't know.
When it came to something like racism, there was an unban fee for different situations. So like what happened with somebody else is that it was going to be $50, and I have to now go ask, can this guy get the unban fee? And then if it's a no, depending on how like intense the situation is, like if you're saying it in a song, then like obviously you'll get a first warning. But then if you're gonna say it like, you know, you flip and go and full say the N-word and call that person something really bad, there is you won't get an unban fee. You're permanently banned. You have no chance of getting back in evac for one.
Look, I want to comment on that. I've never agreed in unban fees when because I just feel like it's super weird. But I do think, however, there is a space for it. But I think people who are banned should be able to apply every couple months to have their situation reevaluated. So say, for example, when Rejects and Scara got banned long ago, because I'm speaking on situations I know who have been banned, in the SA Prac, right? They got banned for W keying and playing against the rules and all of that. But if they had been able to come back the next month or the next 2 months and been like, okay, listen, I've changed. I got banned for something I didn't game. I can change that. Can I get unbanned and then be able to do it again? Like if I do it again, I get insta banned. I think that's fine. I think situations can be reevaluated, but I also think unbanned fees are a bit iffy.
Can I just say something quickly, Wraith?
Yeah.
Okay, so in my opinion, the whole unbanned fee, no, I don't. I completely, now that Lester said it, they're reevaluating somebody's situation and seeing if they rehabilitated or could possibly get back into the gaming scene after a few months or whatever the case is. That is fine in my opinion. I don't think paying to get unbanned is fair, because if you look at situations outside of our community, if we look at dubs, if we look at other people that I can't really think of other people that have said racist or things or whatever the case is. Dubs didn't get banned from Epic. There's nothing in Epic that says you should be banned for being racist or sexist or homophobic, but they of course don't condone it. And then FaZe will take repercussions and send him to counseling, whatever the case is, and then he got rehabilitated. He wasn't allowed to compete under FaZe for a while. And I do feel like there, of course, racism and all of that kind of stuff should be taken seriously. But I honestly feel with some of the situations that happen, a permanent ban for somebody that has said something, and it may have been a while ago, whatever the case is, I just feel that's a bit unreasonable in my opinion. And also another thing on that, why is there no ban in our community for sexism, homophobic,
I agree.
homophobia, anything like that? It's only racism because it might be affecting the and I completely fine with you, Wraith, and Airo. That's racism and all of that is horrible. I completely understand, but I feel like people can change. People do have a second chance. I know if somebody said something
Daly, what's up with your
racist
cam?
or done whatever they've done, like you can have a second chance and be rehabilitated. That's just my opinion, but
yeah,
that's just my opinion. Honestly, I can't change.
No, I agree, but that just goes back to the point where I think everything should be taken in the same level. If it is going against someone because of what they believe in, such as homophobia, sexism, or anything they can't change. Like, I've seen people straight up on Twitter say the F word, the term to, like, put someone down for being gay. I've seen people straight up say that on Twitter, and no one even reacts to it. But if one guy would go and type the N-word on Twitter, they would be destroyed. Look, and I'm saying they should be destroyed, but I'm saying that they should be taken. It should be taken into the same weights, in my opinion. Like obviously some things are different.
I know racism has like a.
It sits in a special. It sits in a different bracket in South Africa because of everything we do.
Yes.
Not just South Africa, the whole fucking world, bro. Like,
but mainly in our community because of what's happened. I completely understand. It's hurt, and I completely understand. But I honestly feel either everything should be taken in one way. Everybody should either be banned, or everybody should have a certain way of doing it. I mean, there was a situation with one of the people in my chat where there was anti-Semitism, right? And against Jewish people, right? They don't support, they don't like Jews or whatever the case is. And it was a big content creator in our community, and he just brushed it away. Nobody cared about it at all. Nothing. I didn't even know about it because I don't watch the person or whatever the case is. But the person was a Jewish person, and he said something and he spoke out about it, but nobody cared at all. Not one person gave a shit. And that's a problem.
Yeah, look.
I feel like if we do something, we have to do it properly. And with also what Letz said about reevaluating people's situations after a certain period is very reasonable in my opinion.
Can I just ask you a question? I've always wondered, because like I've asked this like Afrikaans people and stuff, because I just saw Sleep ask the question. Calling someone like a boer, is that like, how offensive is that?
Depends how you
I think
use
it's all about intention.
Yeah, it depends how you use it.
I don't think.
Because obviously when you're saying the N-word is used to degrade a black person or like a person of color.
Yeah.
But then when you're saying like boer, I don't know how because boer means a farmer.
Yeah, and people are proud to call themselves boer.
Yeah, I mean like I've seen Afrikaans people exit.
But also people are proud to call themselves an N-word.
Yeah.
If you think of it.
Right.
If you think of it.
Malungu, bro? What about when you're being called Malungu? Is it racist? I don't know.
Malungu, isn't that like I'm pretty sure, well, in Zambia that means it means white.
Yeah, so it's almost like the same thing, right?
Yeah. Well, I don't know. No.
Look,
Can I
you
just
just
say
clip your race,
something
like,
so
you-
I don't get taken out of context? When I said people do like some people are proud being called the N-word, some people do call themselves that or call their friends that, and then that's why it's kind of fine for them, like people of color, whatever the case is. That's what I was referring to just before anybody takes
Yeah, no, I agree. I also just want to, because we're going to move on from this point now because getting a bit dragged out. But I think the thing I said about if somebody said the N-word on Twitter compared to the F-word, it's not that I'm saying that people shouldn't react heavily to the N-word. Obviously, people should react heavily to that. But I mean, people will say the N-word and they'll get the reaction, but then someone will be sexist straight up on Twitter and no one will even, it will be crickets. Like
if you're gonna react to the N-word, also react to the sexism and the homophobic and heterophobic comments. Like, react with the same things because like they're both issues that are very important right now.
Yeah.
And like,
yeah, I completely agree with Becks. Sorry, it's completely selective. People select what they want to argue about, and then some people would be homophobic and then be on Twitter every day saying racism this, racism that, and obviously everyone should advocate for both of them and racism and that. But if you're gonna advocate for one thing, you may as well advocate for the other thing if you're gonna call yourself a human rights activist or someone who believes in human rights. But yeah, let's move on from that topic. And I want to ask you guys, because obviously this was a big thing in our community, right? And it's, have you lost hope for Fortnite African servers? And I want to start with Daly, because he obviously has quit the game and everything like that. And he was one person that obviously also wanted African servers. So have you lost hope?
I mean, yeah, kind of. I mean, I think I don't really have the right to talk about this because I'm not really involved.
No, you have the right.
Actually playing and stuff. Well, I mean, yeah, I have the right, but like I don't really have much knowledge in it. So I'd say from like a third person point of view, I don't think there's a lot of hope because it's a really small community. And I don't know, like people have done stuff to get themselves noticed, like overseas and stuff. But I think just going to every streamer and asking them to tweet it isn't really going to do much. And then it's all about money, and that's just how it is. If Epic is going to make like a profit from implementing it, then they'll implement it.
Luca,
if they're going to lose money, then it's a no-brainer.
Luca, I want to ask you, because you were always one of the most positive people about Fortnite African servers, saying, I remember when you were on the Anarchy podcast, you were like, when we get when we get Fortnite African servers, not if. Like, you were very confident that we were going to get it. So
I honestly, to be honest with you, I still think that we will get servers. I just don't. I have lost
Negative
hope.
thing about the com is that most
for me,
big
it doesn't.
PTL in
It
the
makes
com
no
think that
logical
they're
sense because
better than
we've shown
everyone.
we do have a community. Daly says
I
we have a
completely
small
agree with
community.
you,
I
Vanish,
disagree
by the
with that.
way.
We've shown them that we have a big community in terms of how the community pull through on those hashtag Fortnite African servers and stuff like that. I've seen it on TikTok. I've seen it on YouTube. I've seen it on all platforms. I've seen South Africans everywhere. South Africans that I've never seen before. What's it? When Airo and Wraith got countless South Africans in, and even just Africans in general came into playing their tournaments and stuff like that. There are so many more people. So for me, it really doesn't make any logical sense in my mind how we don't have servers already.
No,
and
the
reason why I say that is because every single big game, bar maybe like Dota and Valorant, which is new, in South Africa, have servers. Why wouldn't we get servers? That's why I'm still thinking to myself, we are going to get servers. That's just me deep down. I still think we're going to get servers. I have very little optimism towards it coming anytime soon or anytime. In the near future. That's what I'm trying to say.
You eliminate your expectations.
Yeah, I have no expectations. Like when somebody made a TikTok the other day saying, "Oh, they're working on the lines, whatever," and he's quite a reliable source or whatever the case is. And Fire Monkey tweeted out saying that South African servers not just
be activated whenever.
They can be activated whenever and stuff like that. So there's 100%. There's a possibility of it happening. There's 0% chance it won't. Like there's no possibility of it happening. That's what I'm trying to say. But maybe Epic. That's not in Epic's plans or I don't know if they've done. They definitely have done research into it and stuff like that. But I don't know, man. I really don't know.
Yeah,
I think I'm one of the very few people who are just very happy just to be playing on ME.
I'm also very happy.
I'm if I had to play on this for the rest of my Fortnite life,
I would be happy.
When the ME servers broke, the com was not happy. I mean, Qualifier 2, 100 players, last game 90 whatever. Bro, the first game on EU had 70 players or something like that. just people weren't happy to go back to EU just for that.
Yeah, when
just
I
for
heard
that
that the tournament was EU, I did as Jobs and I were just like, we're not playing.
Yeah, so like it's scary, man. Like if we had like a permanent breakage on Middle East, damn, bro, my heart's done for.
I don't know why. I think it's like very 50-50 because some of us are still like fortunate. I think the Joburg players and like Durban and that side, like they completely grieved. But I know like PE,
No, Durban
like,
gets
Cape
like 120
Town.
as well.
Oh, do they actually? Okay.
I also want to say that
Okay,
I'm very impressed with the Cape Town and everybody that gets good ping to EU, because I only realized the other day that a lot of Cape Townians and all of that stuff get like 150 ping, 160 ping in game to EU, which is playable if you're playing against people.
In ME?
In ME, I can deadass get 90 ping in game.
Yeah.
That's why I'm really surprised at the like. If I was a Cape Town player,
you know what it is. You know what it is. It's because every single Cape Town player, when we had European servers, got fucking blamed every single time that they could do anything that they were wagering or anything like that. They were told that they're only good because of their ping. So they get everything thrown at them because of their ping, and I mean to them, their ping hasn't changed, I don't think. Like, I think in creative they get maybe a bit better, which is actually good.
They get a little bit better, but
and then in game they get the same. They get the same.
They get around the same, not exactly the same. They get slightly.
They don't get 130 in game on EU. I know that for sure.
I was watching what Stars just made from back in the day, and he was getting.
No. Because I get same ping as I get 6 ping more than Cape Town. And I know I used to play, like, if we had to play like a ZA tourney, I used to get 150, 160. But then I watched one of the Johannesburg streamers get, I think he got 89 ping in a custom. It was end game, but he got 89 ping. Bro,
nah, that's a glitch though. That's a glitch.
No. It wasn't a stacker. It wasn't a stacker. I know it was in a ZA lobby. I know who it was. It was Piano. He had 93 and then he had 89 ping at the end of the game.
Also, like, even in one of my screenshots, I was like just screenshotting how many moving it was. It was 50 and I had like
better
66
than everyone
ping
playing.
No,
that's different. This is like this was. I know the glitch. Like we've had it a lot. This was like Piano's ping, and I'm sure you can vouch if it's in the chat. He had like 95 ping off. Like most of the game, he had like 95 ping.
Oh.
No. I don't know. I play like 140, bro.
In creative, I've seen like 88 ping in creative before, right? But for me, in game, I get around, if I have to average it, 110. And I know a lot of people are saying Cape Town can get 105 to 120. Cape Town, I know they can get that. That's an odd exception. Not everybody gets it. I've seen Travis complain about it and Woke complain about that they don't get nearly as good ping as somebody like Keaton. And also, I've chilling calls with the Peel a lot. The Peel literally can get like 140, 150 in game, honestly. I'm surprised because even if they're getting the same ping, Joburg players are at an advantage now. And nobody's talking about that. Like, I'm very surprised that nobody's talking about that. I'm probably one of the first people to say it is an unfair advantage. Well, a lot of people say Joburg ping. But nobody's really going out and out speaking like saying, oh, it's unfair. But what really can you do? You can't really.
Is it unfair? Because Travis still winning all the money, so...
Not really.
I mean, he's won the 80K back
He's
to
won
back.
like every.
He
He's at least
all the
placed in like all of them.
tournaments.
But he also does get decent. I mean, if Travis, if you're in the chat, I'm pretty sure he gets like 140, 130. Like, of course, like it's not everybody.
Travis used to get very good ping when he used to stream the what's it called? I think FNTS back in the day, but that was duos, and that was before everyone could get 90. So I know he does get good ping, but not like he doesn't get Joburg ping. That's for sure, obviously.
Now you see, like Piano even said, like he gets 115 off spawn and then 95 end game. And I think like as Cape Town, like I kind of speak with Cape Town because they get the same ping. I'm like I can go into games with exit lag to like to buy one. I'll start the game at like 150, 160.
Yes, that's an Avex.
So like the
off
spawn fights are,
but he's from Zambia or something like that. I know he's not from South Africa. So that's why.
I'm in arena, bro, and it's third zone, and there's not a lot of people alive. I'm deadass getting 95 ping. I'm not gonna lie.
Wait. Okay, I just deleted the questions on my notes, but I sent them on WhatsApp, luckily. I don't know how I deleted them, how I managed to select all and press the button without looking at it. But yeah, let me just quickly go to the WhatsApp. I think we're going to move into some community questions now. And our first community question comes from Jaden GFX, and he says, "What are your plans and goals for 2021?" Let's start with Airo and move to Becks, Daly, then Luca, Reapsii, Wraith, and off.
I want to hear yours as well.
Yeah, okay, I'll say that as well.
Yeah, for me, it's just growing my brands, growing IroG as well. My goal is it's on Twitter. It's trying to hit like 15,000 EPS users. I gotta lose some weight, man. Man's looking fat as fuck. Try get 10,000 subscribers and 3,000 Twitter followers. But it's just to do more content, work on myself a lot more because now I'm doing this shit full time and got a lot of time on my hands, and see where I can go with the community and also different communities as well. Hopefully that we can go into 2021.
Okay, Becks, it doesn't have to be Fortnite related or community related, just anything in your life that you would say would be your goals or New Year's resolution or anything like that.
Probably, start streaming, in my opinion. Also hit 1,000 followers on Twitter, that I'm like 100 away or so. And also I feel like self-love and try get more studying, treating myself better as a person, and start believing more in myself, I think.
Yeah, no, that's good to hear. I know I'm not trying to generalize or anything like this. I'm just talking from my sister. I know a lot of stuff with social media and stuff like that. It really weighs down on many females because they see a lot of people on Instagram and even Twitter and YouTube and all of this either putting them down or all the standards and everything that they have to meet. So I know a lot of girls suffer with this. So I think if there's any girls in the chat at all, which there's probably not, but to the 0.5% that watch my videos, to my 0.5% that watch the videos, you go out there and you love yourself, because you mustn't look at Instagram and all of that for what you should be. You should just believe in yourself.
Amen.
I hate Instagram for that reason.
I feel like there's a lot of beauty standards and also shaming for things that for example, lots of slut shaming. Also if you things like that, also beauty standards, as I said before, that just not only girls, I think boys, not as many, I think, but also there's a lot of beauty standards that take girls and boys down, obviously. And I feel like that's a very important thing.
Yeah, no, I know. I wasn't personally trying to say that guys also don't experience problems when it comes to standards and stuff like that. I'm just saying it's a lot more common. I feel like every single girl, again generalizing, but every single girl has gone through the problems of trying to accept themselves and who they are compared to the standards they see on Instagram. So Daly, what are your goals for 2021? I know you just matriculated and all of that.
So basically next year, the 20th of January, I think I'm driving down to Stellenbosch, and then I'm at SAS, Stellenbosch Academy of Sport. I'm going to be playing rugby there for 6-7 months.
Gee.
And then hopefully after that, I'll see if it depends. I'll either get an offer from a South African or an overseas team to go play, or if I don't, I'm gonna go to university the year after that. But I think just working on myself, working on my body, working on my skills and stuff in rugby, and just trying to make a good future for myself,
Daly, before I say my goals, I have a question for you. If Fortnite African servers came back, would you come back at the same level as you were before in terms of how much you played?
No, definitely not.
Yeah, I think I'm similar, and I tell a lot of people this, that if Fortnite African servers come back, I would not grind comp the way I did before. It would be a lot better to make content on low ping and all of that, and it would be great, but I would not go and sit here and play 8 to 12 hours a day playing customs, tournaments, wages, because you need to prioritize some things in life, and after prioritizing Fortnite for the whole of lockdown, I definitely don't think I'm gonna come out. But Daly, you wanted to say something before I cut you off, or what was it?
Oh, I just want to say the reason I won't come back is because I don't know, dude. I was so addicted to the game that it really I don't know how to say it, negatively affected me so much. It the relationships with friends, my health and shit. It just all went out the window, and I didn't even realize it at the So I think even though for a lot of guys that have good balance and stuff, there's a lot of money to be made if we get servers, especially with the prize pools and shit. But for me, I think I'm just too old in a sense, and I have a good thing running, so I don't think I.
Woke says $30,000 FNCS prize pool. You sure you wouldn't grind? Well, firstly, there's no guarantee I win. There's no guarantee I win. Okay.
But if you grind hard
Okay,
enough,
but listen. Let me speak. So, firstly, you say, Evan TS EU prize pool. Let's just say $1 million. There's only 100 people who can get that. Obviously, I know our community is a lot smaller, and I know I used to be somebody who could get there. Maybe if like there was a R1 million tournament, I could have been one of the people that could get it. But the thing is, you're grinding your ass off 8 to 10 hours a day to maybe place. And if you did place, imagine you spent 8 to 10 hours actually trying to make money. That's guaranteed. Like if you started like learning a skill or investing or like just learning stuff.
Enjoyment.
I know it's about enjoyment, but he's saying purely for the money. $30,000 I wouldn't grind.
No, but no, because what he's trying to say is he's already playing the game, right? He's already playing the game, and if there's something like $30,000 for first, it's even more of an incentive to work harder.
Yeah,
so
I mean, obviously,
I understand for you, maybe no.
Yes, 100%, 100%.
If I was in your situation, no, I wouldn't be grinding hard for it. But if it's somebody that, like, let's for example, it's a small person in the community, like, I don't know, I'm not going to say a name, but let's for example, somebody that's up and coming, that plays the game a lot and stuff like that, doesn't place, whatever the case is, they're going to grind hard to get to that spot, which increases the intensity of the gameplay and stuff like that. But I honestly feel 8 to 10 hours is unnecessary for Fortnite, especially in our community, even when we get servers. Like, if you look at a Middle Eastern community, they practice and stuff like that, but it's not efficient practice. If you practice efficiently to play these tournaments and stuff like that by VOD or whatever the case is, whatever you feel like is efficient, you don't need
our community is almost matched with Middle East, by the way. If you look at the moving zones in that tier 1 track, I know that's not all the good pros playing it though. Like we had similar moving zones in tournaments as well.
I feel like the ZA community is really slept on, but anyway.
It is, honestly.
Okay, so my goals for 2021, like I want to shoot high because I feel like there's a lot of stuff I can do content-wise that there's a huge gap for in South Africa, because I think a lot of people fall into the same trap of doing what's known. And I think that's what I commend Reapsii on doing a lot, Luca, Airo. I've seen Reapsii doing different kind of streams, such as like the Eagles one, such as just doing stuff that's innovative, right? So I think if I could like find something that could help me to grow, I would want to reach like 6-7K subscribers by the end of next year. And I think with like Luca, Don, and AG backing me, like it's very possible. Like I know. Like I know it took them long. Okay, I want to see you, dude. I'll stop talking. Just
no, bro, what else?
You ride the fucking bike, bro.
Ride the bike.
Wait. Do you wanna donate to do it maybe? And then I'll send it.
No, I don't care about the donor. Can I promo one thing?
Fun fact, I've earned way more earnings from fishing than any player in their day from Fortnite.
So I can put a tattoo on my arm. That's all.
Reapsii.
150 views.
Promoting his code on stream.
76, I think.
Okay, but anyways, carry on. I feel bad.
Well, it's my stream. Code Let's Live first before we start.
And then code Reapsii.
Okay, so use code Let's Live to buy everything, and then use other people's codes afterwards. Okay. Just so they can have supporters. So use my code to buy the item and then put Reapsii in so they can get the tattoo.
Yeah, just so they get the number. Yeah. I'm cool with that.
Okay, so to start off, I said I would like to get like 6-7K subscribers. Then obviously I'm going into Matric, so I want to try and improve my aggregate because it's already like where it has to be, but I just want to see where I can push it, obviously. But yeah, no, so obviously improving in school, it's going to be very generalized, improving in school, improving in social life, all of that. Just I think I'm at a good spot right now, and I think I want to maintain that. But then socially wise for YouTube and Twitter and all of that, I just like to double, if not triple, if I can, you know what I mean? Because there's no point why I can't, and I think that's my goal. And for you, Luca?
Okay, so I've got a lot of goals. I feel like if people don't laugh at your goals and dreams and stuff like that, they're not big enough. It's my personal opinion. So I set the standard quite high in terms of what I like to do. So start off, I want to have 50,000 subscribers for the end of the year. You see, that's what I'm saying.
That's
If you don't
possible.
laugh, if people don't laugh at your goals and your dreams, I don't think they're big enough. So thank you for showing me that. No, but I'm just saying. But that's what I'm trying to say. And then I definitely want to go overseas next year. Experience European experience.
LMAO, the big Daly.
Life outside of South Africa. Create more content and stuff like that. I want to full-time switch to Twitch. I want to fully go to Twitch and make videos on my YouTube channel. I feel like that's a way to go if you want to make it as a content creator in my eyes anyways. Make videos on YouTube, stream on Twitch.
No, I agree.
That's the way to go. I personally think I want to get 50k subs by the end of the year. I'm starting trading next year. So my earnings from trading I want to get is anywhere from 100,000 to 300,000. That's what I want personally.
Trading, is that what you said? Oh,
yeah.
Yeah, man.
I want to be at a state where I can truly say I'm happier than what I am now. I just want to be a happier person. People don't prioritize their happiness and stuff like that. Like I know I haven't either, but happiness, I want to be happy, and I want to move out next year. I want to be in either a space where it's like-minded content creators or like-minded people as me, or just in a new place. I want to be in my own space and do what I got to do, and also keep family close. And
yeah, some people were saying like that 50k is too much, but hasn't Sata gone from like no one to?
I don't even look at Sata.
I know, but I don't know how
people. I know. I understand what you're saying, but for me personally, I don't even look at Sata, bro. I've seen other people do it, and I think to myself, okay, wait.
While Luca's talking, thank you so much, Ronchi. I appreciate the donors.
Like,
so
you know what I'm
much.
saying? I've seen
so
people
much, bro. I hope you had a great
grow
Christmas,
astronomically. Bro. What's stopping me from doing it? I know.
Thank you so much for the donations. I appreciate it a lot, Ronchi.
There's no one that's gonna tell me I can't do it because I know I can. What I think, compared to what you think about me and put me in this box, not gonna change my opinion on absolutely anything. I don't give a fuck what you think.
Yeah.
Amen.
Amen. Okay, Reapsii and you, your goals.
No, bro. If Luke is going for 50k, I want to try to get 51k. I'm joking. No. So yeah, it was 150 supported creators by the end of next year. Probably like 10,000 on YouTube. I don't know. Maybe try to get memberships again. Yeah, that's pretty much all I'm really aiming for. I just want to just pop up and grind YouTube next year. Yeah, that's it, dude. 10,000 and maybe 1,000 on the freaking Twitch as well. Get that.
And you, Wraith?
I haven't really thought about it, but yeah. So as I'm going into Matric, I think I wanna move over into maybe more games, with evac, because like when I went to RP, like something like Siege or something else would be really nice. I've got a few friends that want to start a new Siege server.
I've got somebody who can help you out with that as well. Somebody's big in the Siege scene.
Yeah, I want to try to get a good Siege server going. Then going into my last year, I just want to, I want to live a Matric. Like I just want to enjoy a Matric. Go out. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and athletics wise, depending on how, if we're allowed to have crowds, I want to take athletics a bit more seriously just for the last year. With evac tech, obviously I wanna grow evac tech into and make it bigger. Well, obviously I also want to try register it next year as well. Again, or yeah, just make it bigger, I guess. Make evac bigger as well.
Yeah. Okay, that's good. That's good to hear. Let me get to the next question. I think the next one was from it was from someone, but it was Daly. What is your workout routine? If you could quickly tell us.
What?
That was someone's question. Yes.
Are you serious?
Yes.
Oh shit. Okay,
it was from Pebble.
Depends. Since I've gotten COVID, I haven't really worked out much. But I work out, let's say, about 4 times a week. I go to the gym and stuff. Depends, just normal gym stuff. Do arms, legs, chest, back, those type of things. And then I also do a lot of cardio in the gym. So whether it's like running or doing ski erg, or I don't know if you guys know what a ski erg is. It's like one of the machines. Like burpees, that type of stuff. And then I also play a lot of basketball and shit. Like I have a basketball hoop in my driveway, and me and my friends play a lot. And yeah, that's basically about it. And then I just take the right supplements and just enjoy myself.
Okay, that's good to hear. Okay, so.
Hey. Well, I was gonna. Wait, you guys can see it again. Okay.
Okay, so the next question is from Nix, and he says, "Should more of us bring sisters into the com?" I just want to talk about this situation here, right? So firstly, I would not say that the stream I did with my sister was bringing her into the com. Okay, I just wanted to see if there was interest out there to do videos with my sister, right? And obviously there is. But I don't know, it's a weird situation because at the same time, I think we do need more female representation in the community, right? I'm sure Becks can talk about this.
Do you want more sips, bro?
No,
I think Rejects are
Creating
good.
a breeding ground.
I think if we can get more girls that aren't sisters, then it can help that girls aren't.
The thing about, I don't know, Becks, can you vouch this? But like, how's your DMs looking? Like,
they look bad. They look bad.
And I'm saying bad DMs. Like, how's your bad DMs looking like?
Very bad.
Can you tell us about
so what you're telling me is that more girls just means like more bad DMs.
Yeah,
like,
but now
it's so disgusting.
But now
bro,
you're gonna understand what I'm gonna say. So I feel like if the com had more female representation, then it would be more normalized. And obviously, there's always gonna be weirdos, right? But it's not just gonna be like it's not just gonna be like Becks' name gets, because I mean, like, even when we were talking at the Anarchy Bri, we were talking about questions and stuff like that. Thank you so much, Sata, for the donor. I will never bring my sister in this com. I don't want to sing my tweets.
I will never bring my sister in this com. I don't want her.
So as I was saying, I think if we had more girls in the com, then people would be less weird, and girls in the com would feel less weird. Because at the Anarchy Bri, when we were talking with Popcool's sister and Panda's sister, right? Like, Becks' name was getting brought up in questions like, would you rather this and that? And Becks isn't even from South Africa. Like, there's nothing we like. Becks, like, there's such a small amount of girls in the com that like it's so unnatural at the moment when people see a girl come into the community. Like, I mean, you should have seen how weird some of the hidden comments were on my stream, and I don't know if that was just from South Africa, but obviously there were I think my stream hit recommended because there were like people from Malta and Dubai and that, but people just act so weird when there's girls in the com, and I felt like if we had more representation, then people would feel less weird. What do you think?
Like,
it's that, and
I feel like we need more girls. Like, Daily talk.
I don't know. You can continue. It's all good.
Yeah, no. That girls, I feel like we need more girls. Like, I would be so happy if more girls got into the com. Because I'm not, like, I am in the com, but at the same time, like, I'm not. I'm from Spain, so, like, it's not like I'm 100% in the com. And I feel like if we get more girls, as you said, Letz, like, it would be more normalized, like, the girls being in the com. And we wouldn't be, like, so treated so weirdly. Because, like, sometimes it gets fucking annoying.
That's what I personally think.
Like, I think the reason why I think that there should be more girls is because in scenes like in NA scene and EU scene, there are so many girls. What's different about South Africa? Why shouldn't we have more girls?
Look,
I agree there should be more girls, but I don't think it's going to change the way like people act.
Yeah,
I remember like lots of these guys are like 13, 14 years old. Like, no offense to some of them, but like they don't really have lots of social encounters with girls. So they kind of use the internet as a way to, like, you know, just say what they want in a sense, and like I feel bad because girls get like objectified like that. I
think
right,
what I mean is, as I said, it's not gonna stop weirdos coming in from your DMs, right? But at the same time, Becks is gonna have, and girls that come into the com are gonna be able to share their experiences with each other, rather than Becks just being here and having to sit with her DMs and be like, is this just how everyone is, or is just because like
obviously, like, so many girls in the com have helped me so much. Like, we have a Discord full of girls, and like sometimes we just chill in there until like we just like get the feelings out and talk about how stressed we feel, because sometimes the com can get very weird in terms of like getting girls and things like that. But yeah,
no, I completely agree. So, like, let's just quickly ask everyone. Do you think people should bring their sisters into the com? Airo?
No.
Becks?
I wouldn't have my brother in the com, no. But I want girls in the com.
Daly?
I think it's a stupid fucking question to be honest.
I agree.
Fucking hell, Daly.
Community, I appreciate that.
Yeah, I know, but like, I think there's such a gap. Like, I was saying to my sister that if she started streaming on my PC, then I'd pass Luca by next year. Now, okay, obviously that's a joke, but you know what I mean. Like,
Probably not.
like it's a joke, but like the type of gap that there is in this community, like there's like I feel like girls could definitely take advantage of that gap, and that's what Yellow's done perfectly, and I commend her because she did say that in one of her videos that I watched, was that she noticed that there wasn't a lot of girls in the community. She's like, I should stream, it would be fun, like, you know what I mean. And like, I think that could be I don't think it's a reason for me to bring my sister into the comm, but I definitely think there should be more girls in the comm that realize this. If there are girls in the comm that...
Like, how did somebody like Lilu get into the community? Because I'm pretty sure she doesn't have a brother abroad.
I
think the way that girls get brought in like that...
Yeah, Ranchi, there are some weirdos in this community, I won't lie.
I think if I was a chick, I'd want to like make a name for myself. I wouldn't want to be known as someone's sister.
I know. I agree. I agree that it's very weird that the girls' names are Reject Sister, Panda Sister, Popcool Sister.
Yeah.
I think that
no shade to them, but
no, like... I think that degrades their whole point. Like they're just a sidekick, in my opinion. Like, I don't.
It brings you instant recognition.
And also, you get weird people like Raven. Like, Raven is so protective. Like, I'm sorry, Raven, you're a good brother or whatever the case is, but you don't have to be so protective over it. Like, that's also a problem. Like, if my sister had to come in, I have to be protective over it. No, I would, like, way prefer it if you just, like, chilled. Like, people are just chilled about it. Like, it's just a goal. Like, no, like, I don't know, bro. I don't know.
Oh shit, how did Vans randomly get mod? I think when I was trying to mod Reapsii, I modded him.
Nice, yo, I just got scammed there, dude.
Like, that's just me in general. Like, if a girl comes in, she shouldn't be protected. Like,
yeah, I agree.
Yeah, they're just people.
But it's
why must she come in and be protected and worshipped and all of this kind of... It's so stupid.
Okay. The next question is for Reapsii, and it's from Pebble. And it says, Reapsii, is it hard being the captain of the Punishers, and what are your responsibilities? Or, like, does Izzy do everything?
Nah. Izzy does a lot. Like, yeah, I think a lot of people know Izzy does do a lot for, like, not just me, but also the community. But it's pretty chilled, and you know, I'm just trying to focus on like trying to find like the next like I don't know how to say, I don't know who, like, who's come out of nowhere, like CK. You know, like CK's kind of come out of nowhere. He's on 60 hertz
for long.
I won't lie, I didn't know his name until like a week ago.
Yeah, but
that guy's crazy.
You're so unobservant in the community. Like I don't know. You're just weird with the community. Like, you've been in the community for long, but you haven't even been known for long, and you knew nobody for long. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I didn't pay enough attention.
Yeah, you don't pay enough attention to the community at all.
I don't know. I just got my bubble, and that's it. But anyways, besides that,
I have a DM from Reapsii. It's like he wanted to get invited to the Friday Fortnite.
And you missed it, yeah.
I wanted to get invited to that as well. And
you probably got an invite.
What was that?
You probably got an invite.
I was on console.
He was a Randy back there.
I wasn't Randy.
Did you get an invite, Luca? Did you get an invite?
I'm like, yo, please can you invite me to Discord? I want to play whatever the case. He's like, yo, I'll invite you. I'll send the Discord now.
Dude, I remember. It was like season...
Did I get the Discord link? Airo, do you remember that?
I don't remember.
Okay.
I didn't even get a reply. I think you blue ticked me, didn't you?
Yeah, I did.
Jeez! Yeah, that's messed up, actually.
Okay, so the next question is from Wraith.
No, joking. Don't say it.
How much does Wraith bench?
That was a joke. It was a joke.
Well,
how much does Wraith bench?
No.
Yes, Wraith, tell us.
Flex fast,
I don't.
Flex fast,
come on, flex.
I don't. I was just joking. I don't even hit the bench, bro.
Okay, Wraith.
But I know it's double more than Luca can, so.
Probably. I've only hit the bench once, mate.
Yeah, the COVID's coming through.
Okay. The next question to end off before we say goodbye is, if social media didn't exist, what would you be doing right now? We're gonna start with Airo and move that way.
Guys, like I saw this question. I'm like, fuck. Like, what would I have been doing? Because, like, at the time when I got into Twitter and like actually knew there was I never knew there was an online community for any game. Like, I just played Fortnite. I just played FIFA. I just played games in general. And then somehow I searched Fortnite South African tournaments and ACGL popped up, and then I started following people in the comments, so forth. And yeah, 2018 was like a rough fucking year. So I was like, yo, let me see what's happening here. And I don't know where I would be, to be honest. I really don't. Probably still working my full-time job. Either I don't fucking know, bro. But like, yo, it was a blessing in a huge fucking blessing.
Guys, if you don't know who Airo is, he's someone who's worked very hard in this community and has been there since the beginning. Like, he definitely is someone who deserves all the love he gets from the comm and everything like that. So yeah, definitely check him out if you haven't.
Hey, let's go. Yeah, but like, just it was a huge blessing. Becks?
Oh, sorry. Probably I have no idea what I would be doing. I would be.
One sec, just answer the question.
I would probably be playing. I don't even know, my Xbox with my dad and my brother, and doing literally nothing apart from that. Like, my grades would still be bad. But I mean,
don't you always say how you get like 90s and 80s and stuff like that?
No, that's in chemistry, like physics. That's the only good thing I have. Like,
so you get
I'm
like
shit at everything.
In physics.
Yes, I do.
So everybody gets shit marks in physics, and you're getting 90s, but you're getting low marks for the thing. Oh my gosh, come on.
Yeah, I only get like good grades in like English, physics, and biology, I think.
Fair enough.
Apart from that, no chemistry. I'm so bad at chemistry. And yeah, that's it. I don't know what I would be doing. I have no idea.
Well, Daly isn't really in social media, but I mean, what would you be doing?
Talking about?
I mean, you are in social media, but like you aren't streaming and stuff like that, and you aren't like a content.
Yeah, but like social media isn't just classified as
okay. Yeah, true.
Well, I mean, like, what is the question? Like, is it like just if none of us had any social media?
I thought it was meaning like YouTube and stuff like that. And,
oh no, I was just talking about like Instagram and Twitter and that type of thing.
Oh, okay, you can do.
I don't really know. Like, you can't really answer it because social media is such like a big part of all of our lives. I mean, I'd probably just be doing everything I'm doing now, just not posting about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, true. Okay, well, for me, I don't know. I was always big into football and always wanted to be a footballer when I was younger. But then at the age of like 12, I was the last cut to go overseas, which was really fucking shit. But I was the last cut, and then after that, I've kind of got a realistic mindset around it at 12. I don't know how. But then I started watching, like, if I didn't start watching YouTube and stuff, because I started watching YouTube like at 12, and I made my first video at 13, but I never uploaded, and I made videos at 14, and I just continued making videos. If I didn't do that, I honestly think I'd just be prioritizing football, because there's not really anything else I really enjoy that much. So I definitely think I'd probably be doing just grinding football, honestly, and then maybe just like what I'm going to do, like trading and stuff like that. I think trading's gonna be.
Sorry, what is the question?
What the fuck?
Where would I be without social media?
Saturn, that's the guy that clowns you all the time. What are you talking about?
That's not good. Probably still trying to finish my architecture degree. That's what I would do. Yeah.
Jesus.
Nah, I dropped out after first year. Yeah. Oh, hell no. No. I'm doing other things. I just don't put it on social, like, out there. But yeah.
Probably going trying athletics.
Yeah, I was talking to my mom. Sorry, chat. Yeah, so I said thank you, Saturn, for the question. I was talking to no, I haven't really said much, so it's fine. But yeah, so you were saying, Reapsii, what do you do?
Wraith.
Sorry. Probably take athletics probably a bit more seriously. Also just like I don't know. What I'm doing now is pretty much like fine, except I would have probably just taken athletics more seriously. Because I'm not like.
What do you run 100 in? Or like, what do you...
I'm like the 5th fastest in my grade, and I run it in 11.4. It's because we bought like a lot of people, so.
So what do you mainly run?
The long jump.
How do you not know that?
Yeah, no, I know he does long jump. I've seen him do long jump, but I'm just wondering if he does anything like, other than sport?
Yeah, I mean, I did used to do rugby, VOP rugby in grade 6, a long time ago. But yeah, I stopped that when I broke my foot in touchies. Yeah, and then I did athletics more seriously.
What's it with long jump? Like, what is like? How far do you jump, and how far are you off like an Olympic? I don't know, jump?
I mean, I'm really far off of like Olympics. Like now, my PB this year. If you compare it to like last year, I was jumping like 6. Didn't even go to
6 meters.
Yeah, I didn't even grade 10. I didn't even go to like the next round, for like provincials, and then out of nowhere, I started jumping like 6.69, and then I went really far this year.
What a number!
Yeah, what a number, honestly.
So then I went pretty far this year. I was, if it wasn't for COVID, I would have really tried to get like that 7-meter mark and go into worlds.
How do you improve on your distance of jumping? I've been so curious about this.
Is it speed or jump?
So it's like keeping your knees it's like keeping your knees kind of like high, as well as getting good speed, as well as the technique in the jump, and you'll go further like that. Yeah, that's pretty much how it goes.
What is an Olympic distance of a jump?
I mean, if you look,
start doing it as a profession.
If you're looking at like the world record, that's 8.95 meters, which is like insanely far. I mean,
if I could jump 8.95 meters, mate. Jesus.
Yeah, but I would be showing all of those, mate.
Yes, dude.
Yeah. So like, I think like an average for like Olympics is probably like 8.10. Yeah.
That's crazy.
But I'm not gonna take it that seriously.
Let's has a question: who does everyone in the call simple?
Is the only like, how do you make money from Olympics? Like, I mean, not Olympics, a long jump. Like, do you? I don't know. How does it work?
I'm spending absolute bank on you. I better get a prize or some.
I just do it for like school and to get into scholarships and stuff. I don't know.
Okay, yeah. So there was someone donated $2 to ask a question, and it was Ranchi, and he said, "Who does everyone in the call simp for?" I don't think anybody in this call really simps for anyone, unless they want to raise their hand and tell us who they do. Because
are you talking about outside of the community or inside the community? If you're talking about outside,
I don't know. It isn't specific.
Nah, come on, Luca.
You know what I'm saying? That is a lot, bro.
Okay, yeah. Well, then I think the last person who donated $1 was Saturn. He said, "I'm spending absolute bank on you. I better get a prize or something." Yeah, next line you can get a kiss. How about that?
Jesus.
No, I'm joking. I'm joking. Okay, yeah, so I actually have to go to a party right now, guys. My sister's already mad at me. My sister's already mad at me.
Mr.
Is your sister going with you?
Yeah, it's we're not going to. It doesn't make sense, but I'll tell you if you want.
That's awkward. Was it just like a year younger than you?
Yeah, but we're going to a grade 11 party.
Oh, so she's going to the older parties already.
Yeah. Okay, well, so would anybody like to say anything before we end off?
Code Rakic in the item shop, like
okay.
We're at 140 supporters right now.
Oh my word!
Okay, I'm definitely okay. Thank you guys so much. I hope you guys have enjoyed this stream. Make sure to drop a like. We're nearly on 200 likes. We're like 30 off. And okay, it looks like Reapsii might just ride the bike. And yeah, make sure to use code Letz in the item shop and like. I think we're gonna see Reapsii use the bike though.
Yeah. Okay. How close is that thing to you?
Very close. Like, it's just.
Why do you just put that in the bag?
Oh, you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh shit.
What?
Oh shit.
Oh, his headset unplugged, low.
Just do it. Just do it. Do it, go!
Nice.
He's playing, man. This guy's trolling.
Dude,
it's fine. Let's you have to be late. You have to come late. Can't be early to a party.
Okay, boys, are we doing a slight increase, or are we looking for you?
Just
full send.
Just ride the bike.
Full send. Like
my dog.
Stevie, here we go.
Full send.
Imagine Stevie's in the stream right now, bro.
Yeah, sir. If it was Daly, bro, I would go ham.
Look at those legs, mate.
Ankle season every season. That's all I'm saying.
No.
Jesus.
Let's is all over the place, bro. Let's let you go. You can go, bro.
Well, what am I gonna? Okay, I'm gonna leave the stream on. I hope you guys enjoy it when I come back in 5 hours. And end
No,
it.
no, no.
Maybe for the watch time. Maybe people will just watch, bro. Just will leave a
What,
call in
yeah.
Discord.
You gonna come here and talk? Can I end it on my phone? You think?
You can.
Nah,
No, you can't. You can't.
Yeah,
Just
I don't
end the
think you
stream.
can.
Yeah, just
Getting
end the
ridden by your mom, Riot. That's who's
Everybody, I'm gonna be streaming now on my channel, so please pull through every single 109 of you.
Yes, that's cheap, dude.
Well, Luca, if you want to go live right now, I'll raid you. I don't think it would matter though. Okay, yeah, so thank you guys so much for watching. Like the stream. I'm pretty sure we could hit 200 right now if everyone hasn't hit it likes. So yeah, like the stream for sure. And yeah, we'll definitely be doing an episode 2 of this. I already have, as you guys are spamming, Rejects definitely wants to come on. Glubs wants to come on. We can get, we can figure out who wants to come out. Maybe one of you guys want to rejoin. No, I'm joking. But yeah, that will probably be in the next 2 weeks or something like that. And yeah, if you guys would like someone to join, just spam me on Twitter or whatever, okay? But yeah, it's been your boy Letz, Airo, Becks, Daly, Luca, Reapsii, and Wraith, and we hope you all had a good Christmas and a New Year's. See ya.
Cheers, boys.
Cheers.
Shout out to South China's.